It's episode 18, the season finale. We're doing best costume and most shady of the season, starting now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
You don't gotta go to work, but you gotta put in work. You don't gotta go to work. Let my body do the work.
We can work from AFTERBUZZ. Yes, we can. It is Sunday. It's the season finale of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Tonight, it's just family, and we're gonna get right into it. Of course, I can't do this without my girls. I am Lian Castillo, your main host for the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
And I'm Miss Conversation Piece.
What's up, y'all? It's Drew Jones.
What's up, party people? It's Erika Edwards.
Erika, I love that you always say, "Hey, party people." That is like your total signature.
Thank
and
you.
I just figured it out like right now. How crazy is that?
It only took 18 weeks.
Right? I need a signature. I don't have one. I just always say hi.
Mine
Hi.
is like a piece of cake, but I never say it.
Ooh, I like that, like a piece of cake. You guys, what a shady episode. It is amazing. We have so much to cover. We're going to talk about the whole season in general. We're going to do Best Costume, which is a special segment that we have for you guys tonight. And we're going to get right into it. We open up with Porsche, with Vivica Fox. She wants the respect of the industry. We researched the play, and it did open up to 5-star reviews. What do we think about this opening segment, Porsche, Vivica Fox at Dish Network?
I love Vivica. I love Porsche. And I love the movie. It was one
Dish
of my
Nation. Sorry.
It was one of my favorite movies, like growing up. So I was super excited about it. And I actually had friends who went and saw the play.
Oh, really?
And they loved it. So
Oh.
I'm assuming it really
How's
was.
Vivica's acting?
No comment, because I don't know.
She can act. I mean,
She's
that was-
amazing. She was
That was
amazing in
no
Independence
shade.
Day.
I love Vivica. I just don't know.
Booty call.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I did love the movie back in the 90s or whenever that movie came out.
Yeah.
And but I'm not a fan of like remaking these old movies into like ghetto black plays. But maybe it was great. I hope it was. I did not see it because I saw like the remake of Love Jones in a play, and that was pretty painful. But the music was good, so I'm hoping. You know, this. I feel like these remakes suck. I'm just,
it's keeping them working though. We got to keep them.
and I totally support black actors. So yeah.
I
You
cannot.
gotta be appropriate these days. Gotta clear for clarification purposes. We're just saying.
I was just looking at her on stage. Portia is super, super thick compared to Vivica, but she was looking good.
They all look pretty good. And you know what? Erika is right about that. Sometimes, like, I feel like when movies go to stage, it can be a little bit weird. Like, when it's written for the stage, it's powerful that way, but when it's translated the other way around, sometimes it doesn't really work. So it could go either way. We never know.
We'll see. I haven't
we
seen
weren't
it.
there.
So, exactly.
So.
I won't pass judgment.
Then they threw in World Star, like they tried to make it current. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a little, that was reaching. That's what I would call reaching.
I think we have to see the play before we can talk about what's reaching in the play or not.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
we
we'll talk
saw
about
clips.
how Kenya was completely ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because there's history there. There's apprentice history. We're going to get right. I mean, we're going to get into it now, but we're going to get into that part later. So you might want to stick around. Give us a thumbs up for now. And we're doing a little play date. Eva and Candy and their 2 little children running around the pumpkin field, picking out a pumpkin. How cute are they?
I just want to say Eva can never deny that Kevin McCall is her baby daddy, because that little girl looks just
Yeah.
like him.
Totally.
Spitting image of that.
But so cute. I like that friendship. I
Peanut
like
butter
the Eva and
jelly.
Candy friendship. I think it's cute.
I think the friendship was cute. I didn't feel like Ace was really feeling the little girl, but you know,
He's too young still.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, no.
He's kind of like, I just want to pick a pumpkin.
He's used to being the only one. They got to get used to each other. I think they will, though. I think it was
Yeah.
cute. It wasn't forced. It was, yeah, it was nice.
It was cute. Adorable.
Yeah, it was a cute play date, but it was important because the concept was born for this Halloween party that is going to end the Real Housewives. In true Real Housewives fashion, it always ends with a party because life's a party. It's a Halloween/birthday party. We're celebrating Eva's permanent move to the ATL. I don't know if I've ever celebrated a move with a huge party, but rolling in with the birthday, it's a perfect excuse.
Yeah.
It's a perfect excuse, and the girls love to dress up.
Oh, yeah.
Eva, Nene, and Candy start to go costume shopping, and they talk about the venue and a decommissioned church. I was kind of confused on that. What exactly does that mean? Does that mean they paid him enough money that they could do whatever they want with the venue?
A decommissioned church, from what my understanding is, it used to be a church. It no longer is a church, and so now the venue is rented out for parties and stuff like that.
That makes perfect
A
sense.
friend of mine had her Sweet 16 at a church when we were in high school, like a decommissioned church or whatever, and it was cool. Like
No, it looked amazing.
yeah, the settings. Well, because like churches normally are,
Well, they're
when you
kind
take
of
the pews
creepy
out,
too.
They're creepy and they're kind of spacious and like. I don't know.
I
It
don't
was
know.
fun.
Don't play with the Lord. That's if it's not a
It's
baby
Sunday.
shower or something like low key where there's no fighting, then don't do it.
Isn't he not a place
And
he's
it's-
in your heart or something
I mean,
like that?
I agree with that, but if it's a church, the nature of Halloween and some of
The devil.
some of the meanings behind Halloween, I'd be like, okay, really, a church? Maybe a cemetery, but
I
a
know.
church? Like
When I was young,
don't
my
know.
grandma used to be like, "You're celebrating the devil." Latin parents, you know how they are. They're like, "What are you doing?" I don't understand this Halloween thing. For Latins, it's like
Isn't
in
it the Day of the
November,
Dead or
but it
something?
goes into November. It's not even
Yeah.
like after Halloween, and it's basically you put up. We've all seen Coco.
Yeah, but you know what
You
I
put
do?
up a photo.
I always dress in a nice costume, not like an angel or like something that's nice, not anything like devilish.
I don't
because-
ever do anything devilish. I always try to dress as much of a hoe as I can.
Like Hoochie Nurse.
Because I'm like, you can't wear it every day, but on
Okay.
Halloween, you gotta
I
just
like-
let it all hang out.
We've all seen Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Halloween is the only night of the year where girls can be total hoes.
Yeah, I
Or
like-
dress like hoes.
I like
Yeah.
to be
I'm a hoe
a
every day. Just
professional,
kidding.
but with like hoochie at the end of it, like firefighter hoochie.
Oh, I was
Hashtag.
a firefighter. Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
No, I just
Marvelous.
want to be a mermaid or something.
A hoochie mermaid.
It's all about
Barbie.
uniforms. Like firefighters, cops, those always like work
Yeah.
really well.
Exactly.
Anything
Sweaty
with-
versions of them. though.
Orange is the new black, but the booty version, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like you gotta sweat it up.
Anything with fishnets. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I'm
That's
shading a little
me.
Nene tonight with the floral shirt. She was wearing a floral jumpsuit, so that's why we're doing that tonight. Apparently, Kim's racist. Cynthia was breaking it down for everyone with the "I heard" and "I saw you" and then the jabs later. I'm like, Cynthia was breaking it down, spilling all the tea, and this apology ceremony was brought up. I'm like, Cynthia was right. I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna fly well, especially the way that Nene was orchestrating it. Like,
Yeah.
you're not the Messiah, Nene. Relax.
I have said this literally till my face turns blue because I'm just, who does she need to apologize to but Candy, which she already did. She does not owe anyone else an apology.
Nobody likes Porsche.
Okay, she's okay with that. Clearly, she's good with
And
it.
I kind of like that, and we'll get to that part at the very end. But we move on from that little segment all the way into Sheree and Candy and the doormat and the basement thing. How you gonna have a man cave with no man? And a fashion show with no fashions, since you're throwing out all them reads the whole
Well,
episode,
you know
Sheree.
what? Sheree, I feel like Sheree finessed Tyrone because her basement was unfinished for so long. Now she has this in jail boyfriend with some hidden cash, and now
He's scammed. That's why she has the house. He's scammed, and that's why she's with him. Oh my God! Did we just break?
We gotta save something for a prediction.
We broke the
Breaking
case. We broke the case. No, like honestly, like she's still with him. That basement, like, is money. The spa, a
Okay,
home
but
theater,
honestly,
like.
first of all, we all have heard of credit. Second of all, how many housewives have filed bankruptcy? I mean, we got to see what's going to happen next season.
She's like, it's all on my
Goodness.
Discover card,
exactly.
baby.
She might not be paying that. I mean, you know.
well,
really.
it's 2018, and he's not getting out to 2022. So, yeah.
He might be like, hold my bag.
I hope he
girl.
doesn't
Hold
have
my
the
bag.
Tamboy27 in the chat said Sheree might have spent some coin on the basement, but there was no switch plate on the light switch behind her while the ladies were getting their massages. So she doesn't have it all together.
Ugh, there's always
Yes,
something.
yes.
There is
Details.
always
Yes.
something. It's all in the details.
Right.
All in the
Everybody
details.
needs to get it together every now and
They
then.
need to have
and-
Jeff Lewis go in there, keep it all in the Bravo family.
Plus, she's been working on that house for like 10 years, right? So she should have enough saved to get the basement eventually.
And,
Yeah.
and also, before we leave the whole charade thing, I love how she's just so puzzled about how she can't be trusted. Girl, you are the bona fide bone collector. I
Facts.
can't even with you. We'll get more into that.
But she was there for Porsche. But if you want to have fun, learn, and grow in all areas of your life, for those who do, we have we have the podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition, is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews, along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life, from health and wellness to career, relationships, finance, and more. Let our Maria be the big sister you've always wanted. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. Be sure to rate, comment, and when you do, let Maria know it was us, the Real Housewives of Atlanta panel.
Yes.
Who sent you there? Conversation with Maria Menounos, podcast edition. Check it out.
Available on iTunes.
Check us out on iTunes as well.
Yes,
Yes,
download,
please do.
comment, like, subscribe, please. We love it. For those of you in the live chat, we appreciate you guys being there, and we love the love. So thank you guys. We're covering the reunion, so stay tuned. I know it's the season finale, but we're still be here for a couple more weeks, so you got to check us out.
Yes.
And it's opening night. It's opening nights. It's opening nights. Lashes, Moet, Porsche's rider. I need to see what is on this rider. Like, girl, you're doing a play. You're not doing a concert. Why you need Moet champagne in there? My rider's kind of crazy, though,
Well,
actually.
it's her hometown, though. So
Like
her
organic,
family.
stemless strawberries,
Goodbye.
champagne, crustless peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. If it's after 4, if it's before 4, I would like a bagel and salmon and lox station.
Okay.
And a hot tea station for my voice.
I know. I need green tea as well.
Eva the Diva is coming out. I'm just kidding. Well, you know, they go to visit Connie the hoe in Two Can Play That Game.
Right.
She's an attorney hoe.
Right.
So that's good. You're a working woman and you a hoe.
I was out for Halloween last year.
That's
You
what I
were
am
Connie?
every single day of my
No,
life.
I was kidding.
Oh.
I'm a working woman / hoe. That's my occupation.
That
What?
is my day to day.
What puzzled me was Portia was like, every woman can see herself in Connie. No, I can't see myself trying to steal somebody's man. No. Because,
So-
I mean, is that what's happening in the play? Because that's what happened in the movie, right? Connie tried to...
I mean,
It's been a long time since I've
about
seen
to
the
say, I don't
movie.
know.
It's been
if
so
I remember
long.
correctly, in the movie, like, they're not together when Connie goes in on it. So I don't really feel like...
you can break up with your boyfriend and then be back with him the next day. Come on.
Okay, but that's not Connie's fault that y'all are indecisive.
Here's the thing. When I go watch a show, I do not say anything about the show, whether it's good or not, while I'm watching the show, because it's disrespectful. I don't even talk about it while I'm at the venue. I go watch the show. If I'm supporting someone, I'll go backstage to the stage door. I will be supportive and loving and say that everything was fantastic. And then when I get in the car, whoever I'm with, then the review starts happening.
Right.
But I do not do it at the venue or during the show. Why? Because I was in theater and I know how that feels.
Yep.
And it's disrespectful. Like, you just don't do that. And especially when there's panels of lights underneath the seats illuminating you because you're on camera and you're clearly talking to the performance. I just didn't really appreciate that. I'm like theater etiquette
What, from
101.
Kenya? You didn't like
Yeah.
that?
I didn't really like that. If you're going to come support, like, be supportive. Like, don't be rude about it. Like, Vivica Fox is like, she has done $1 million blockbuster films in Hollywood, like real films. I'm not talking about no B, C-list Hollywood movies that we've all done, Kenya.
Come on, Independence Day.
Exactly. Like, she was so incredible in Independence Day, and she made me laugh in Booty Call. She's fantastic, and there's history there. I was watching The Apprentice, you know, when it was on, and her, like, the way that Kenya acted towards Vivica Fox was completely out of line. She stole her cell phone and tweeted out, I'm going through a hot flash. I'm going through menopause right now. So I don't really know what's up, what's down. I'm paraphrasing here. She basically just said, like, I've been acting crazy because I'm old and going through menopause.
Yep.
That is completely out of line.
Yeah.
Like, you don't steal someone's physical property. Like, that was completely insane.
Wait, why did Kenya do that? Because I ride for Kenya. So what happened?
And you know what? I was writing for her, and I totally gave her so much love the last episode. And I was like, oh my God, I've been really happy for her. Even though I threw a little jab about Mark, I was just totally kidding. I totally think he's straight. And, you know, we were just talking about him being polished and stuff. But I was totally loving Kenya. But this came up, and you talk bad about someone on stage, and then we bring up this whole apprentice thing. Like, you're trifling. I don't like that.
I felt like Kenya was talking slick this whole episode. Like, really, every single moment that she was on camera or anything. She was
Yes.
making these little jabs at people, and it's like, I'm sorry, Vivica's not even on this show, girl. So really, like, why are you
coming
talking
for
about
her?
right? Like, what
Exactly.
are you
She's
doing?
still mad from the other show.
Exactly.
So I mean,
Convo showed me the tweet.
exactly. It's just trifling. So I don't know. I mean, I don't. Maybe Mark's not something. I don't know what to say on
You
that.
hitting it right?
We'll talk about the
Something.
tweet later in our news and gossip segment that will be coming up later. But yeah, I totally agree with you. This episode was nothing but jabs. The library is open and reading is fundamental. These queens were like really going at it tonight. Candy rehearsing at home with her gold mic, so chic, honorable mention. Candy is so busy touring and Broadway. The kids must be feeling it at home.
And Todd, she did not want to leave him. She was like, no, you're coming with me.
And he's like, oh, all right. I mean, because it's like fun, like traveling and stuff, but then like being someone's like basically assistant, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
especially
can
since
get
you
old.
have your 3 businesses or however many businesses they have back in Atlanta. Like, what are they going to
Like,
do?
you know
in
what,
New
baby? I'm gonna
York?
stay back at the restaurant. Like they
Yeah.
need a general
Well,
manager.
You know
so.
what? I think she just doesn't want her man to be left alone. And I don't blame her. Keep your man with you. Keep him close.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially when you like to invite people into the bedroom. I mean, you do want to make
Ooh,
sure
she went there.
you are actually in it when they come. So, I mean,
Hashtag bedroom candy.
yes.
Candy's been in the studio before. She's been here at AfterBuzz, and we didn't get her this season. So we're gonna need you guys to like really tweet out and help us like get these ladies back here. They've basically all been here before, and now like that we're here, we want them back talking with us.
Exactly. 'cause we
So
have so many
guys,
questions.
help us. Send us a tweet. Do a little retweet love. Hit that like button. Give us a little
And
comment.
Candy, I like that blue room too. Yes.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
that was
really
really
good.
nice.
nice.
That was actually very nice.
Candy's talking about this speaks money. I'm like, girl, you speak money all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time. So let's move on to the pivotal moment of the episode, the Halloween party. In true Housewives fashion, it always ends with the party. It always does. Oh my God, the costumes. I was dying. I think we were all like just looking at each other like going crazy for every costume.
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting for this for a minute because I remember, when all of this was going down in real time, seeing the photos and I was like, I cannot wait for this
To see
episode.
Nene, yeah.
Yes, Nene and Gregg. Like I know Cynthia won, but in my mind, Gregg.
Yeah.
Gregg was everything.
And it's not an easy costume to wear all night.
He didn't even
Yeah.
have hands able
Yeah.
to eat the candy.
Like he
wanted.
said, he was losing weight, sweating and stuff. I was like, Greg, when you support your wife in her pettiness, that's when you're a real man.
Yeah, that's the love I
true
want.
love. Exactly.
Oh, man.
Couple petty goals.
Yes.
Okay.
But-
Hashtag.
But whose man didn't dress up Eva and she was the one hosting it? I don't understand. Why didn't her man?
That was the worst wig I've ever seen in my life.
no
And I've watched
Eva's
all-
man.
Oh, right,
Eva's-
right.
Oh,
He didn't
Eva-
even dress up.
with that gray suit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was
he's
up on
the
the
mayor.
suit.
Like
Yeah.
that's what you are. Wanted to be.
Come on, Mayor.
I was
Have a
gonna
little
say,
sense of humor.
He lost.
He lost.
he didn't win,
So
sorry.
now he's just, I
Well,
don't
that's
know,
why he
Now
lost.
he's just
a businessman.
Just a
I'm not
man.
sure, right?
Right.
That's why he lost. He doesn't take chances. Should have worn a costume, Bill.
Exactly. She's hosting. Come on.
Show all sides of yourself. You're on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
He could have been a judge. Anything.
I live for boy drag, and Cynthia in boy drag. Oh my God,
was
so amazing.
Fine as hell.
She was kind of fine.
I was here for it.
Good.
I was
I was
feeling the bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
See unit.
Yeah, I was like, what
Oh,
is
see
up?
it. So cute.
She was sagging everything.
She looked so great, but Will looked so crazy. Like
Will's wig was the
his
worst.
wig was like puffy in the back. I didn't understand it.
I just don't like Will, and I feel like as
No.
weeks go by, I'm just like, ugh.
He is
Be
really
done with
leechy.
it.
I'm like, I don't like him.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the psychic, like, really, girl, that was a good give. Like, come on, I could have done that. I could have been like, there's a new man in your life. Especially when Cynthia just gave it away. I'm single and divorced. Okay, perfect. So there's like gonna be someone coming into your life, and I think it's too soon, but they're just gonna be there anyway.
He's gonna continue to stalk you.
They should have brought
Can we get
Mbele
Rose back? No, not even Mbele. We love Mbele for coming on AfterBuzz, but can we get Rose back? She is like the real
Yeah,
deal. She
yeah.
predicted Kim's
Kim-
crazy mess.
Yes, she did. We need
Speaking
her
of
back.
Kim, that was so basic.
She is
Typical. Basic. Basic.
You know what I like though? Not Kim, but I like that when Nene walked in, that Kroy thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I-
Kroy's a good guy.
Yeah, I like Kroy, and I like sometimes I forget that I like Kroy because I just dislike that entire family so much Then I'm like, oh, that's right. Like,
He's just her little crony.
Yeah.
But her face when Nene walked in, the same face that's been going around, that reunion face with those lips. That
Oh, Kim's
Girl,
lips
put
are
the
out of
needle
control.
down.
For real. They look like
Yeah.
couches.
No way.
I know. I feel like she's
my
having an
gosh.
allergic reaction to something. It's
Yeah,
kind
like,
of
girl,
creepy,
you
to
look-
be honest.
Oh, no.
you look
no,
like
no.
Will Smith in Hitch when he gets the allergy reaction. Like, you need to calm down with all of that.
So
Shout out to Marlo and the Baps, but
Yes.
shout out to the
Yay.
Chanel.
oh yes.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm gonna be
Yay.
Baps, but there's still gonna be some Chanel.
Marlo was amazing,
I
and I totally support her and her sugar daddy. Like, go ahead, girl, bring him.
Oh,
Yes.
that was so
I
funny.
don't think that was him though.
Yeah, like you should have brought your real sugar daddy.
Yeah,
like,
that would have been cute.
He was just way too like playing the part. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to slow it down and like act like you the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead, he was like playing the part, showmanship. Like I'm surprised he wasn't tap dancing.
You know, he was kind of acting like, yeah, I only get paid $15 an hour. But that being said, I thought it was totally cute and a great costume. I loved it.
It was.
I
It
loved
was
it.
great.
Yeah.
And for the grand entrance, Nene and Gregg Roach Leaks.
Yay.
So good. It was so good. And
Petty
so
party, yes.
Cute. It's so funny that Nene made him be the roach. Like, why couldn't she be the roach?
oh,
But
you
she's
know
like,
she
no.
was not gonna be the roach.
Yeah, I thought she
I
was
know,
gonna be the
that's
roach.
so funny. She's like, look, baby, you got to wear the roach costume.
I was glad he's a good sport.
He's such a good sport.
Every time they showed Greg, though, he was doing something hilarious.
When he
Like,
ate the Snickers bar, I'm like, you're ridiculous, hilarious. Now that's funny. So like,
Yeah.
take a page. What's his face? What's his name? Nene's son. Like your dad is funny.
Right, yeah.
You know. I think Nene should include Greg in the stand-up. Like, you know what? Come on for a couple minutes. Why don't Greg open up for Nene a couple minutes?
That would be
Or you
funny.
could introduce Nene and throw a couple jokes out. Like, how everyone feeling tonight?
have the whole family go, call it the family affair tour,
Ooh.
make that money.
Right.
You need a hype
Yep.
man.
That way your man is on tour with you like candies.
Nene,
Okay.
we're gonna
Yes.
need 10% for that idea.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Bring us out. How about that? Bring us.
I know that's
Kim is so bitter. She is so bitter. She was exuding this bitter vibe that just brought all this negativity, and then Marlo brought her negativity, drunkenness / negativity. Like, Marlo, why you always gotta be negative when you're drunk?
I think that happens to the best of
I
us.
mean, it was a chaotic situation, but I just feel the devil was in the room.
Oh yeah, commission the church back.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
Jesus is back
the
in the
devil comes and you need to rebuke him.
But I felt like Marlo genuinely was trying to apologize to Portia, and before she could get the apology out, she mentioned something, and then Portia's like, "Oh, you guys were judging me," but it's like
It was too jokey at first, though. Maybe-
I agree.
it
No,
was
'cause she
jokey, but they were both really drunk, so
Yeah.
you are gonna be like, "Okay, look, I was on my hand."
It's true.
Portia had her head turned like this, and she was like, "I'll talk to your hair then, since you won't talk to me." And she was still, I think,
She was still trying at first, but really,
I just feel like Marlo loves, and I get it. She's trying to get that peach.
By
More power
walking
to you.
around, following
Okay.
people
But
around
I
the room.
feel like Marlo puts herself in situations that have nothing to do with her, then she blows it up. And and I feel like Portia especially is going through this time where she's like, if you don't mess with me, cool. I'm
well, she's
done.
over
They
it.
haven't
And-
seen each other since Barcelona.
Yeah, and Portia, but like they didn't really have a relationship in the first place where it needs to be mended. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't really friends in the
I think
first place.
If you're beefing with somebody,
they
you should at
almost
least.
like
But
fought. So I think that
Yeah.
Marlo genuinely was trying to apologize.
But at a party when you're both lit is not the place, and Marlo's grown enough to know that. And she went into I don't think she went into that situation with the purest intentions. I think she went into that situation because that peach is looking real juicy and she's trying to get it.
Let's
Well,
just say blame it
Marlo-
on the alcohol
Right.
again.
Marlo
I
is
know.
wearing peach, and she's gonna get that peach. Okay.
I know, I'm like, Marlo, you got the peach already, girl.
Yeah, like,
so
calm down.
stop following people around the room. Cue the montage, following Nene around the baseball field, following Portia around the party.
right.
My favorite part though is like Portia was remaining unbothered. Girl, those classes are paying off. Yes, anger
Anger
management.
management, yes.
Hashtag
Proud
I
of-
graduated.
Proud of my girl.
For real. She was like, I'm gonna just keep sashaying away, and I was like, yes, queen, yes.
Exactly.
I'm
You
still
still
I've been
learning
going
too.
to the gym, so I'm gonna keep walking, and I liked that. That was so cute.
So funny.
So much better than getting drinks thrown at you.
I mean, like, Also, Porsche should have known, like, don't walk away from Marlo because she will follow you. Like, she will come up behind you.
At that point, it was because I did feel like Marlo was trying to apologize, and Porsche wouldn't even look at her. So I was like, okay, I would start to get mad if it was me. And then if you walk off, oh wait, now no, you didn't.
But I feel like Marlo is the one who turned up in Barcelona. Marlo is the one who was ready to put the hands on. If someone's doing that to me, and we're not even really that cool in the first place, I'm not trying to like.
You're too unpredictable.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be near you. I'm not trying to like. It's not me being petty or whatever. It's just like I don't have time for that, and I feel like that's.
I love how it's the last episode and all these new feuds just brewed up, like Sheree and like Porsche and Kim. Like they started fighting at the table with the sister and the arms waving everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, this is.
That's
guys,
the way
it's the
Portia's
last
gonna
episode.
stay because nobody likes her anymore. So it's like either fight or make up, and I don't think she's one to make up.
I don't know. I'm so like wishy-washy when it comes to Porsche because I really did not like her in the beginning, and then I did like how she grew into herself.
Right.
And I do like that she showed an aspect of progress and like growing as a woman that was so narrow-minded at first with the whole marriage thing and like being a wife and like putting up that front basically. So to see her progress, I've liked that. Where it's going now, I'm not sure if it's going to fit in with the show. But the girls are so ridiculous this season. I would be the same way. I would be like, you know what? I'm so fed up. I don't give a. I don't care.
Yeah, but I do feel like, I mean, you know the format, you know these shows. So if everybody hates you, sooner or later you're out because nobody will tape with you.
Exactly.
So at a minimum, this is how you make your paper. She's gonna have to
I feel
apologize.
like Nene almost said that at the end.
Yeah, she's like, what are you gonna do?
She was like, girl, we're on a show
You need
together.
more than just Nene
Right.
to be your friend. I mean, honestly.
I don't think everyone hates her because first of all, Cynthia and Kenya, of all people, showed up to the show. She doesn't really have problems. She has problems, I guess, with Candy, but even that's kind of like. I feel like everyone else has more problems about the Candy situation than Candy has with the Candy situation.
Yeah, but the Candy situation is not over with. As we see in that preview for the reunion,
Yeah.
Candy's like, you don't even know what you did.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, this is not over yet.
No, it's not
but
gonna be over.
I just feel like Portia's the easy person to turn on to if like you're trying to turn up about something. I feel like she's just like the scapegoat this season. If I need a good scene to blow up on somebody, let me just blow up on Porsche because we already have enough reasons. But I don't think people legitimately hate her. And I also think if you come for like hell have no fury like a mad sister. Like if you're coming at my sister, I will turn all the way up
that was
on you.
all like granted and stuff, but it was just like a bad recipe, you know.
Yeah.
So no matter what, the outcome was going to be bad. Like they just were not going about it the right way. All these wrongs don't make a right, obviously. So it was just not going to equal out to like hugs and kisses. Like it was bad.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, you have to have a click. So
Yeah.
You do
she's
have
got
to have a
She
click.
has to get in with somebody.
The only reason Kenya showed up was because she showed up to Houston for that and I'm sorry, not Houston, for the PSA.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's the only reason.
I'm saying I think there's like room for like there to be not like I think there's not all these friendships are like broken for good.
I can't see Kenya and Portia going to lunch.
I also couldn't see Kenya and Nene hanging out for a hot minute there, but we have that now.
There's a lot of history and there's a lot of they're gonna have a lot of downtime and they're gonna have some stuff to really think about. Like it's too messed up. And it's almost turning to the point where it was on like New Jersey. You know what I mean? Like it just got so bad and so dark for a long time. It's actually happened before with Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like
Yeah.
when Nene is so good, she's so good. And she just is so infectious. But when she's bad and it gets really, really dark, it gets so bad where she had to leave the show for a minute because it was just so dark that we couldn't even like Nene anymore because it was just so dark.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like it might be heading that way with Portia. So I feel like be a bad bitch and be like, you know what? I don't care that nobody likes me. But at the same time, have like a plan to mend some of the relationships.
Right. Like, yeah, she might not have to, you know, if Candy's not going to accept it, she's not going to accept it. But you were, you know, Kim maybe you were on the fence with, but you were on Sheree's team and you said something that you didn't really mean. You need to make that right.
I'm still a little iffy on the whole Sheree situation because I feel like
Sheree can't be trusted.
Sheree can't be trusted, but Shamia also because
Is playing the game.
Her whole tone of when she's explaining it to Portia in front of Sheree.
There's no loyalty between Shamia and Portia
yeah,
anymore.
it sounds very iffy because Portia's like, what are you talking about? And Shamia's like, remember when you left for Barcelona and you said not to trust anybody? And I told Shamia that, I told Sheree that, and Sheree was like, even me. So Portia didn't necessarily say, even Sheree. She said, just don't trust anybody on that trip.
Well, this is
I would have said to like Shamia right there on the spot, thanks for that, friend. Like,
Right,
you're really a good friend. All for the TV show,
And
right?
I think part of the problem, from what I saw too, was Porsche was trying to explain, like, I was upset. That's not really what I meant. When Kim jumped in and was like, oh yeah, I doubt it. And that's when it kind of blew up.
Yeah.
And it was like, wait a minute. If Sheree listened to Porsche out, she exactly what you said. She
Right,
didn't.
yeah.
She
But
just
this
said
is
something,
the
a
thing.
general statement. And Shamia basically turned on her friend and sold her out.
But this is the thing with Portia. It's too many people gunning for the spot. Marlo, Kim, even Shamia. So it's like, get it together. Make your amends with people and just keep your spot. Because if nobody is messing with you, like, I think they're going to click up against her more so than click up with her, like, let's hang out, go to lunch.
No, you know what I didn't like? Kim is so like aggressive and so pit bullish. Like, even though now like the season is ending, she's still on Twitter going crazy. Like, you need to relax. Like, she was coming for Nene when she was on Watch What Happens Live, the tweets, like, talking about her wigs are still bad. And, like, you're just, like, and she's being completely, like, racist, like, saying really, really inappropriate things. I'm like, take a freaking back seat.
Kim is on the outs, too.
She is really on the outs. I don't think she should come back for that. I don't think she should come back.
I agree. I think that I understand that, like, you know, Bravo, they love drama or something and whatever, but there's certain lines that once they're crossed, you need to handle them, and they need to be, and Kim is that exactly. She's racist, she's rude, she's out of pocket way too much, she is a blatant liar. I mean, the thing favored
And she's so cocky. Oh, about my show. I got my show for
And
10.
that's what I was gonna say. I wonder, because I don't watch Tardy for the Party, but I'd like to see what the ratings. I feel like that show must be going down. Why is she going so hard for
It has to
you
be going
have your
down.
own show. Why do you even care about
And
Real
people
Housewives
don't
so
like
bad?
when you're actually like bragging so much, like, oh yeah, I'm selling, or my ratings are so high. Be like, you know what? It makes me not want to watch
I've
you.
literally never seen promo or anything for your show, so is it doing that well? Because I watch Bravo all the time and I never see anything
right.
about
And
it.
if you're this hard begging to be a part of a big cast instead of your own thing, how great could your own
Do you
thing
think
really be?
she's just doing it for publicity so she can get more views?
I don't know.
That's
Like
her
Kim's
show?
like live-in lesbian chef assistant is like the best part of the show, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I never watch it.
I've only seen it a
haven't
couple
seen it. I
times.
haven't
I've
seen
only
it.
seen it a couple times, and it's just too manufactured. To be
I feel
honest
like
with
Bravo
you.
might have slipped her a little note, like, well, if you don't get it together, Tardy for the Party might not be, you know. And she's trying to hedge her bets and get back on
And
the
she's had a
roster.
history with Bravo. Like, Bravo might be like kind of over Kim too, because she's had history with them where she's turned on Bravo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's pushed the cameras before. She's attacked the producers when they were following Kroy out. Remember? And like, I remember like a producer calling Kroy like specifically on a text message, or I don't know if it was on the phone, and they were like, you know, like, this is what you do. This is what you've signed up for. Like, this is what we do. We follow you with cameras. Like, why would you push him? I think he like pushed the camera into the guy's face, or
Yeah.
remember like when Kim left the Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Yeah.
like she left that lunch that was like so nothing. Like that was like the littlest fight, and your ass bounced with that. So it was stupid. I don't want to get into it, but I love how this whole time while all this fighting's going on, Candy's so competitive. Who gonna win?
Yeah.
Who gonna win? Cynthia won. That's who won.
Oh yeah.
And
Candy's
I love
like, back to the costume.
exactly like who's gonna win, because I've been holding this balloon for like the last 4 hours.
We're gonna let it fly.
All right, let's get into our special segment, Best Costume. We have some photos that we're going to pull up of all the girls in their little costume. There was 2 Cleopatras. Oh
There
man.
was, let's be real, there was one
There was
Cleopatra.
only one
And an
Cleopatra. It was Eva the Diva. She won for Cleopatra's because Sheree was like trying way too hard to be fancy that the Cleopatra was out. I did like her eye makeup though. Kim looked basic. Candy was a good Pennywise, but it was too feminine for me. If we didn't have the red balloon, I wouldn't have known you were Pennywise. I just thought you would have been a clown.
Yeah, like I think I asked, like, well, what is she? Is she just
You did.
a mad clown? Like, I'm confused.
Cynthia's all the way in character. Look how she's sitting.
And Cynthia was making way too many lesbian remarks this season. That's making me like, girl, you might want to
Leave Will alone.
keep the options open. Like,
Cynthia may want
experiment a little
kiss
bit.
Porsche again.
Oh, word.
I would live if Cynthia started dating a woman.
Oh my
Actually,
God.
I don't want anything else but that.
My favorite
so
part of the
here for
episode was when Cynthia pulled out the $100 bills and started giving it to Nene and was like, this is for the roach infestation.
Yes.
Like,
So
she was
funny
throwing
the
it
whole
down.
night.
What is Portia wearing? The bride? I don't get that weird bride, weird eye thing. Like,
There were zombie brides, right?
so weird.
Zombie
That's
brides.
so
I thought they were like
original.
corpse bride.
Whatever.
Kenya was kind of
Zombies
basic
are
too.
Shamia was a mermaid, but it was too simple. Like, you needed to be a
Well,
little bit.
she's simple, so.
I know.
She
Shamia
doesn't
just
even look
basically
like
had on
her.
a dress.
She
Like, I'm
look-
trying to catch.
She
The
doesn't look
operative
like
word
she
was
belongs
basic.
there. She looks like she could just fade out into the background a little bit. Like,
And Kenya, like, okay. I don't-
showgirl looks like. to
It
me.
was too showgirlish. It wasn't Victoria's Secret-ish enough for me. Like,
Yeah.
they're in actual lingerie. That was like a full corset.
That reminded me
Lace
of
thing.
like Caribbean Carnival or something. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, is she gonna go play mass or
I
whatever?
wasn't like hating it, but I didn't like the color, the all black
Yeah,
thing.
all black.
It was
now.
cute, but it was kind of like no, like just to injure yourself for me.
My goodness. NJ99 says Sheree had a Dollar Tree costume on. She spent her tax refund on the basement. Sheree has an outstanding payday loan. Honey, she can't afford the costume.
Okay.
Absolutely, tell it, tell it, tell the
Tell
truth.
it with that costume
Yes.
jewelry on the head
Yeah.
and
Oh, my
everything.
goodness.
Yes, she brought her costume from Ralph's like we all do when you're broke.
I just make mine. I make mine.
Well, it ends with Nene and Portia once again having a really awkward conversation that's finalizing the episode. Nene's like, why not? Why ain't gonna apologize? She's like, I don't freaking feel like it. I've just been chased by Marlo. I'm over it. Like, y'all went after my sister. I'm done with everybody. And Nene's like, all right then.
I loved.
I don't know what's going on.
love
I'm gonna take myself out. Yes, Nene, take yourself out because honestly, like, I don't even know what you're doing. I think you confused the girl so much. You told her to say I effed up in front of everybody, and the next day she came to you and said I effed up. Like, I don't know what is going on.
Yeah.
I think,
Charade 2022.
I think if Nene takes her a step back, she's not gonna have anybody in her corner really.
Okay, here's my thing though, because we keep saying that, but at the end of the day, does Portia care? No, she doesn't. She's okay with it.
Well, she might
That's
lose her
what she
job.
said.
She
That's,
should care.
that's the thing. I think Nene was kind of trying to slip her a little note like, boo, we get paid for this. So you need to make up with somebody because
Okay.
everybody can't
but
stand
I feel
you.
like
You
they're
can say
just-
you don't care, but at the end of the day,
But
you
she's
need the money.
apologized. She's apologized to who she needs to apologize to. If other people like wanna, like the Sheree thing, Sheree was being Sheree's not acting like a grown up. She's going and telling everybody the situation. Then addresses Portia in front of Kim, and then
Yeah, I'm kind of
instead-
with Drew on this. Like,
instead of
I don't
pulling
know
her-
how I don't think I would do it either.
That's what
I feel like with Sheree, since that was her friend, that's one thing.
No, I would
Candy-
nip that
Yeah,
immediately.
nip the Sheree thing in the bud.
'Cause
I
that
mean,
was so dumb.
And she wasn't never really super cool with Kim, but nip the Sheree thing
But
in
she
the
tried,
bud.
and it.
I mean, it went left,
Well,
but
I mean,
go
it went
back
left
again.
because of Kim.
Yeah, it went
Yeah.
left because of Kim.
If she wouldn't have had the peanut gallery in her ear, I think Sheree would have been like, all right,
If Kim
fine,
wasn't
girl.
there and her sister wasn't there, I think she and Sheree could squash it. And I think, because you really need to have one good friend.
So who else does she have a beef with? She apologized to Candy.
but Candy's
Candy's still not
Okay,
messing
but
with her.
and that's fine. But the point's not for Candy necessarily to forgive. The point was that she apologized. Y'all are saying she didn't apologize. She apologized more than once. I can only.
But
I
she
She
can't.
apologized, but she
apologized.
didn't bleed. They want her to stab
Right.
herself and bleed.
No, she didn't take accountability for it. She just
But I
said
think
words. She didn't mean it.
It's always, I'm sorry, but.
Yes.
I just
that's
feel
what-
like this
I
has been a
apologize for any
year,
wrongdoing that I
and it's
did.
just like, get the hell over it. I'm not telling Candy get over it. I understand the accusations hardcore, but if Candy accepted it and she's trying to move on and do her thing, if the two people who are involved in the situation are trying to do their thing and just move on, everyone else needs to shut the hell up and
Candy
go.
did not accept it. She didn't even want her at this party. She was just like, I'm not no hater, so Eva invite her.
That's fine though, but I'm saying she
All right,
didn't like
guys,
her.
guys, let's move on because it's still going to continue at the reunion. Like, clearly they're not over it and they're still going to fight about it because we saw the preview. So we should just move on from it. Sheree is, man, it's not getting out till 2022. And I don't even sure if that's really right. Can we get a fact checker on that?
It is. I'll look
It's
to
right.
that.
It's true.
He really is getting out 2022?
But
What-
is that the end of his sentence, or is that when he's up for probation?
That's the end of his sentence.
Oh, okay.
But he was denied.
The early release.
Yeah.
Kenya
Okay.
did not reveal that she's pregnant. Which was very interesting because she talked about starting a family during the episode. Maybe she'll reveal it on the reunion. I hear that she does, maybe. So we'll see. Well, I saw the photo of the baby bump. So Kenya is pregnant.
Oh, wow.
That's exciting.
That is
Kenya
exciting.
is pregnant. I did see the photo. We're moving on to news and gossip.
Yeah.
Let's just do some
Kenya.
news and gossip right before the show ends. Drew, what you got from us?
So Miss Vivica Fox watched the show just like the rest of us, and she had some things to say about Kenya, and she said, did Toxic Trick really think I forgot?
Ooh.
You didn't even see me that night of the play as you were in your seat watching me work, but trust, I always got something for you. And let's not start about acting receipts and other things. Okay, Miss USA 1993. Hashtag Team Porsche. Hashtag life is good. Hashtag my grind don't stop. Hashtag legitimate career. Hashtag boss moves. Hashtag classic bad chick. Hashtag face the truth. Hashtag every day I'm hustling.
Whoa.
Every day
She
I'm
kind of shaded
hustling.
Porsche at the same time, though, because Porsche on the same show, and you was watching the show, so you watched her work, too. Vivica.
No. She's talking about like you're watching me on stage and like
Yeah.
you're watching me work.
Right, but she's watching the show to even comment. So she's watching.
Yeah,
They
but
watch-
you know what
we
though?
watch.
The thing about Vivica is, I like Vivica.
I do too.
I like her, too. Auntie Viv, what's up?
I like Vivica. We all know she can hold a grudge, so Kenya, you need to watch out.
She don't like
She might write another book and mention you in it 14 years
Right.
from now. So, girl, watch out.
I did
Out
love
of
that.
love though, she does need to stop with the fillers.
I did love that Cynthia was 50 Cent, and then we also had Vivica Fox in this episode.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, too much.
I wish they could get back together.
So guys, we are wrapping up. So let's do some predictions for the reunion really quickly because the next episode
And
is the Real
now,
Housewives of
your
Atlanta.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Yes, predictions! Oh my
All right.
god, next episode's gonna be so amazing.
I know.
It
I can't.
is.
Why
wait
is Portia
for it.
wearing a crown?
I'm not mad at
She's
it.
like,
What are you,
I'm
Princess
the queen.
Tiana?
Not okay.
She looks amazing. I'm
She
kind
does
of
look
light on
beautiful.
predictions. I guess what we already know. You said Kenya's pregnant.
Yay.
I don't think Kim is going to get a peach, and I do feel like Mark came in too late. I feel like Kenya's gonna still get the axe.
I feel like somehow all the other housewives will make their frustrations go towards Portia because they need storylines.
Poor Portia. No, Kim actually.
And Kim. Well, that's obvious. Well, Kim has legitimate stuff to be annoyed at. I feel like Kim's, even though she's saying she didn't walk off, that she was finished filming, like on Twitter, I feel like she actually walked off, and I feel like we're gonna see her walk off. And I don't think we're gonna get to see anyone put the paws on anyone, which is like boring, but whatever.
Convo?
I think we're gonna find out what's going on with Nene and Tyrone.
Oh,
Finally, we're gonna find
Lyron.
out. Who's stalking who now? And Nene's gonna get up about 10 times because Andy said stay in your seat, but Nene, she's gonna get up.
Well, she don't care. My prediction is that Nene and Kim are gonna go so hard. That Kim is gonna walk away, and Andy does not really like that. Like when you leave and you can't stay in the fire, he does not like that. He fired Jacqueline Larita for not coming to the reunion. He fired Adrian Malou for not coming to the reunion. You do not leave. And she's like, she can't stay in her seat, blah, 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 I'm leaving. So my prediction is that Kim is not going to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. There is rumors that someone has been fired. So if we're going to run with that rumor, I do believe that this is Kenya's last run. I do believe that she basically did the whole storyline fairy tale marriage baby thing, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Even though it might not be what we perceive to be the real fairy tale, or maybe what's one-sided with Nene's comment, I just believe it's kind of over for Kenya. I do believe that Marlo's going to come on board, and those are our predictions.
That's it. What do you guys think? We want to hear your predictions. Leave a comment below.
Like, subscribe, do the whole thing. That is it for our Sunday night after show for the Real Housewives of blah blah blah. The Real Housewives of Atlanta for AfterBuzz TV. I am your host, Lian Castillo. You can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lian. Thank you so much for watching this season. We really appreciate all the love. And I love you girls. It's been an honor to work with you guys as well. We still got 3 more episodes, so don't go anywhere.
And if you love us, don't forget you can catch us on iTunes. My name is Miss Conversation Peace. Follow me on Instagram at Conversation Peace, like a piece of cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
Okay, you guys, you can follow me on all of my social media at Erika, Erika, as in door, Edwards.
Hey, party people. We're on all
people.
social media platforms and all podcast platforms. We'll see you next Sunday.
See you
Bye,
next week.
AfterBuzzers.
Bye. Come back.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.